it's Come Have Coffee with a side of sizzle, the kind that happens when you cook, and I mean really cook. I'm sitting down with award-winning celebrity chef Jose Salazar. He's been wowing restaurant goers in the Queen City for something like 15 years. He's going strong in a tough industry. The key to his success, what's up with all the tattoos, and cooking tips for your next meal. Let's have coffee.
It's the sizzle that gets me. In the kitchen at Mita's, in the heart of downtown Cincinnati, with restaurant owner and super chef Jose Salazar.
I feel like when you go into a restaurant, you want to be transported. And, you know, oftentimes that's what, that's the vibe that you're going for, right? Is like, how can I make it feel special? How can I make it feel different? So in some ways, you're being taken on vacation for a few hours.
The trip, delicious. Short rib empanadas. Mita's, known for tapas with a Latin flair, a nod to Jose's South American roots.
Uh-oh. Are you gonna flip it? Oh, we got the eye roll.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good sign.
Oh my goodness. So tell me about you. Where did you grow up? Tell me about your childhood.
Right. I grew up in New York, Queens, specifically.
Really?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, your daughter's in New York now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just pretty much my whole childhood. Never lived outside of New York until I moved here, and that was like 15 years ago. So it was quite a big change of pace.
After culinary school, Jose worked with some of the most celebrated New York chefs. And then in 2008, the owners of the Cincinnati hotel came knocking.
They needed a chef, and they came knocking, and I answered the door. So really didn't think I was going to stay that long, maybe 3 or 4 years, and 15 years later, here I am, and no intention of leaving.
So what is it about Cincinnati you love?
The people, primarily. Yeah. I fell in love with the architecture. That was the first thing that caught my eye.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. And it is, really. But the people are what I think kept me here. Genuine, warm, kind, supportive.
And Cincinnati loves him back, and his restaurants, Goose and Elder at Finley Market, Mita's, of course, and until recently, Salazar's, a modern bistro that shut down in December, but poised for something new.
And we're going to be moving it to a much larger location. So I can't say just yet. I can't say just yet.
Okay.
But it's coming.
Yeah.
And we're keeping that same space, and we're converting it into a wine bar. Something very moody, very kind of, dark and sensual.
What do you consider to be the key to your longevity? Because you've been here 8, almost 9 years, have had so many other restaurants. What has been the key to your longevity? Because a lot of people don't make it in this business.
It's a tough business.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very difficult. I go back to the people, the support, right? I mean, without the dining public, we're not here.
So when he's away from the restaurant cooking at home, Jose says he keeps it simple.
I just go in the store and whatever speaks to me and whatever looks best. And that's how I tell people to cook. Like, I'm not really a recipe person, or I don't recommend cooking. I mean, learning techniques is really what it's about.
Right.
But following recipes to the T, that's just boring. You want to do some garlic for me too?
Sure.
Well, not just the spices, but the seasons. What's in season?
Oh, I see.
So both. I think
Yeah.
both are very, very important. The
Yeah.
seasons and the seasoning
yeah.
are equally as important, because nobody likes bland food. I know I don't.
For sure. Tell me about your tattoos, because I'm seeing a lot of tattoos.
I got the bug early on in my early 20s, and
You just kept going.
just kept going and going and going and going and going.
I
One of
love
my
it.
latest ones, it's called like when the lines fall out a little bit, like they don't stick sometimes, you got to get them redone. And the knuckles, the hands are difficult, but I just got Hug Life. Instead
yeah.
of Thug Life, I got Hug Life tattooed on me.
So what's Hug Life?
Because I'm a hugger, I'm a lover.
Oh my gosh, really?
People get a little intimidated or think that I'm this like mean guy, and it's the opposite. Like
Yeah.
I'm kind of a teddy bear, and
You're a hugger.
I'm a hugger.
I love it.
I'm a hugger.
Can we get a hug?
We can get a
Let's
hug.
get a
Let's
hug.
go. That was
I
awesome.
love it.
I love it.
Yeah, we hugged it out and then got to work in the kitchen. The chef showed me a few tricks to sharpen up my knife skills, so we literally chopped it up. He taught me how to make a mean empanada, and it starts with cornmeal dough, and then this press here is the key. Then you put the filling in, and what looks like a biscuit cutter makes the empanada take shape. And then there's the frying. That takes about 6 to 7 minutes. And then, of course, my favorite part, the tasting. Let me tell you, it was absolutely delicious. Can you tell? I liked it. A million thanks to Chef Jose Salazar at Mita's. Great guy, great food, really one of my favorites. Coming up next time on Come Have Coffee, I'm sitting down with a giant, a titan in Cincinnati, the one and only John Barrett, the CEO of Western and Southern. And he's so much more to this city. This man loves Cincinnati and has done so much to put the Queen City on the map. And he's not done yet, not at all. We'll have all that and more next time on Come Have Coffee.